Right, good day, class. For today, you'll be doing your plate number 6, and at the same time, the second part of this will be your plate number 7 because um, I'm sure that you cannot do this in one session. So, I'll be demonstrating on how you do it based on your reference. So, I will show you how does it look for your plate number 6. This is the appearance, or this will be your output. And for the front view, most of the commands that you will be using here is the circle, and it will be added by this line, which I will show it to you later. This is called section line. And then here, this is instead of side view, I make it a section. So by the way, the title of your plate is detailed drawing. So we'll be making a detail of a certain object based on the dimensions. So the reason why this is section AA, because we cut a section, or it's something like we slice the object into half, basically along this line. So on how does it looks if we will slice the object, this will be the outcome. Okay, that is your plate number 6. And part of this, because for this plate, I know and I'm sure you can finish this in, I mean, very fast, because especially this will be done by circle only, and uh, like combination of some lines, hidden lines, and dimensioning. And since dimensioning is automatic already, so it will be convenient for you. And this one, you will be using only lines. So just make sure that all the dimensions are correct so that you can form this object or sectional uh, section AE uh, perfectly uh, done or correct. So here, uh, with the commands, the only additions is, as I said, this line, which is the polyline, and then this uh, shaded line or shaded part of your object. So basically, this is the part that is solid, and with this empty spaces, this is void, or there is nothing on this except that it is a hole in your object. So I'll be demonstrating on how you do this shaded line, because there are a lot of uh, we called it actually hats to fill in uh, a portion or a surface in your drawing. Okay, so basically two commands will be new to you for this plate: polyline and hatch. Okay, so that is for your plate number 6. And for your plate number 7, which is basically part of this also, it will look like this. Let me open the file. Okay, so this is the one, this is the outcome now based on that front view and sectional view. In your plate number 7, you will be doing the isometric view of that object based on this front view and sectional view. But this one is a complete view of your object, while this one we will follow according to our section. So we cut this object into half, showing the inner part of the object. Alright, so basically that is the things that you're going to do with this object. So it will cover your plate number 6 and number 7. Alright, so let me start with your plate number 6, but I will not go into detail. Alright, so I have done already this here. So as you can see, uh, this is exactly the same as what I have shown you in the PDF file. So I will not demonstrate all this because it's very common circle except the polyline. So this is how does it look in your reference. Observe this distance. By the way, it is still, I mean, it is indicated there in PDF. Okay, so the distance of better to go use my AutoCAD. Okay, the distance of your center line, center of your object here, from the center point of your drawing area is 100, and then on the right side, to start with your section AA is 60. So just observe those distances. All right, so of course it will be situated exactly at the horizontal center line. All right, so everything you follow according to the dimension. So like for the circle or for your front view, everything with regards to the radius are indicated. So just check. Okay, so here the smaller or the center or inner rather, inner circle is radius is 13, second is 16, third is 20, and then the hidden line it will start here. It is indicated here. So radius 22, then next one is radius 28, and the last one here, the inner part is radius 34, and the most outer part or the outline of your object, the radius is 60. So overall, the diameter of your circle is, or your object outside dimension is 120. All right. So to locate these small circles combination, the radius, the inner part is radius is 4, and then the outer part is 7. So basically there are 6 of those. So how to locate the exact location? Either you can use this dimension and then you draw this guideline circle which has a radius of, I think I have not indicated, uh, let me check in the AutoCAD. Radius of this I have not given because it's not part of the object, but it's only for the location. But for the location I indicated it here, so I can give, for now I can give you the distance of that. Okay, it is here, so it will be 50. Just follow here. So the other way to locate that one, after you draw the circle with the radius of 50, you can use the polygon command. So you can enter the number of sides. So there are 6 of these. So you can enter 6, enter, and then locate the center. You will be asked if it is inscribed or circumscribed. Just press enter if it is inscribed, and then you see that the shape is moving. So just click this one here. After, of course, you uh, enter the radius of this gray line, which is 50, and then click. So those corners are the center of your small circles here. Okay, so that's how you form your front view. And then for this, just follow all the dimensions that I have indicated here. Alright, so no need to demonstrate because this is only composed of lines. I will, for the hats, you can see that if I click, I will go back to the polyline here later. So to create a hatch, as you can see, if I click anywhere in that surface, the all these diagonal lines are highlighted, meaning it is considered as one object. So if I, let's say, if I use a word command move, everything will move. So nothing is left here. So as I said, it is considered as one object. So because I use hats, I will undo. It will go back there. Okay. So while, if you remember, if you do it in manual drawing, you have to draw individual diagonal lines. But because of this software, AutoCAD, it will be easy for you. So how you do that? Uh, Let me check. Just hold on so that I can demonstrate to you in a right way. Let me check the properties of what I have indicated here. The scale is 15. I'm referring to this, and hatch angle is 90. I will show you on how to set that later. Line type scaling is 5. Okay, so I am referring to these details. Line type scaling is 5, hatch scale is 15, and hatch angle is 90. And the hatch, there will be a hatch type later, I will show you. Okay, so as you can see, when I click the object, it is shown here still object outline, but I used the color 252 to make it lighter because it's just a shaded area. Okay, so you can do that as well. Change after you click this. Of course, if you set already your uh, layer, it will be it will look like this. Okay, it will be blue. So in order to change that, just click this one here and then look for that 252, and then it will automatically change. So how to do that? To hatch the area, I will move this one here first because I will demonstrate on how to hatch the area. So hatch, you can either type the command hatch, or you can look for this icon and then click, and then there will be a window which shows in your screen like that. So it will be the hatch and gradient dialog box. Alright, so hatch pattern. In order to look for the pattern, you can click this one. Alright, and then this one will appear. So just use this one, the first one. By the way, you can look for other hats here, like this one, other predefined. So if you want to hatch with a solid uh, or a plain hatch, you can use this solid, and then you can use different color. But for your activity now, just use this one first, ENSI31. All right. So once you click that one, press OK, and then look for the color because I already set this one. So just double check. To check your color, you can go here and then look for that 252. So 252 I already set. So that's how you set the color. All right, and then the swatch. So this is the one because you already use or selected the pattern here. So this one will appear. All right, so after you select, press OK, and then take note here. You have to observe the one which I've set up. So the angle, our angle is earlier I've shown you. Our angle will be hatch angle will be 90, and then our scale is 15. Okay, and then how to go to your object? Click this one, boundaries, pick points. Okay, click, and then you see your cursor changes, and when you move around your mouse, it will indicate already the shape or the hatch pattern. Okay, so definitely we need this surface to be hatched. So I click that one, so it's being highlighted, and then this upper part we need also. I will click that one, and then the lower part, this as well as this one. Okay, after you click, you press enter. Okay, and then okay. So this is already done. So it might happen to you. For example, I will show you. So I zoom in. The two lines are not connected to each other. There is a gap. So but maybe you think that your drawing is already correct. It looks like it's closed. I mean it looks like a perfect rectangle. So once you have encountered this error, and intentionally you're not supposed to do that, but sometimes it happens. So you may wonder why it will not the hatch function uh, will not work. So I'll show you hatch. Okay, okay, I selected, I mean we've set already that one. So when I click the pick points, then when I click this part, okay, okay, it works, but sometimes let me check. I will, because it's very near. Let me see. I like that. Okay, if I hatch that area, sometimes it will not work as I said. Pick points. So I click. See, this sometimes if you encounter this, what's this comment, which it means that your surface is not, I mean, their boundaries are not closed. There is a gap. So it is being highlighted. So when it happens to you that this will appear, just double check your surface area. Okay, so if this happens, of course you need to close these two uh, endpoints of your line. So just close that one, and then of course, since you're sure already that it's being closed, you can hatch that one like that. All right, so that's how you do it. Okay, so let us proceed with this polyline. Okay, so we were done already of this. We go back to your front view. So polyline, I've done this in two parts. So as you can see here, part 1, I started the line from here, then I go here, and then I turn to uh, the left. Also here, the same, but in fact you can do this once only and then use the command mirror. So let me check first in order for me to demonstrate it in the right way. So the my creation of polyline is I have uh, of course the length is there because I set already. So the length is 90. Area, disregard the area. The width of my line is 1.0. Then the type scaling is 25. So those are the things that we are going to set with our uh, polyline. All right, and then we have this arrow shape. You have to indicate the width of that arrow. So our arrow is starting is 5 and then the end is 0. The length of that is how much is the length of that? uh, 10. Okay, how to set that polyline? I will show it to you. First, you need to set the distance from the center to this one, which is basically how much? 70. And then this one is not part of your drawing. I just show it to you on how. The length of this line is 10 and then the arrow length also 10. So I will demonstrate. I will delete this one. Okay, so we will use polyline command. I will delete this one as well. For our polyline, wait a minute. Let me go back to that. What is our property or layer? So I use still layer as our object outline, but I use different color. So you can see here that I use phantom line yellow and then select, the name of the layer is still object outline. So uh, when you create the polyline, okay, so remember last time I shown you on how to add type of line here. So if the phantom line is still not available here, you again go to other and then load. Look for that type of lines that you want to use. So for our phantom line, it is here. So you can click that one and then OK, and then once it is there already, just click OK, and then of course once you selected, when you click this one, the line that you selected, it will appear here. All right, so since phantom line I already selected, it is already here. So now I am ready to start with my polyline. So I'll go to phantom and then I will change this line to yellow, and then I will use the command polyline. So polyline is this one. Okay, click, and then I will start my line here. So check your command line here below. There are options that you can select. So I will choose, or I will select the width here. So I will type W appears, enter, and then for my width of my line, I will use 1, and then ending width is 1. So you see that the thickness of the line changes already. So now I am asked for the length. I can enter. We already checked earlier, which is 70. So I can uh, type 70 as my length. So it stops there, and then another length which is 10, because I already set my orthogonal to uh, on mode, so I can move right or left here or up and down. Okay, so the length of that, I'll just enter the length, which is 10. Okay, so it's already created. So now we need to create the arrow shape. So I checked the arrow size, we need to change the width. So I will type again W. My starting width of my arrow is 5. So 5. You can um, explore that. Once you know already, you can use different width and length even. You can select. But for us here, for your plate number 6, just follow my instruction. So and then you are asked for the ending width. So 5 will be the starting. So the ending will be, so to make it pointed, you can use the endpoint as 0. So I'll type 0, enter, and then I can indicate now the length. So which is, we use 10. So if I press or I type 10, enter. Okay. So you see that the even the arrow line has this line because the scale of our polyline is too small. So in order to increase the distances of this break line, you can click this one, your polyline, and then go to modify, and then look for properties, and then you can see here that the details of this are found here. So look for that scale. So this is the scale. You can change that one. So earlier I checked the scale. Our scale that we use is 25. So press enter. See, automatically the length of this change. So that's it. It is done already. All right. So o- there is no more break line on this arrow. It becomes solid. So you need another uh, polyline below. So all you need to do is click this one and then use the command mirror or the icon. And then click this one. Move your cursor left or right and then click and enter. So it is there already. And of course, to indicate A as your section, just copy somewhere, uh, like this one here, or this one. You have your template already. You can copy whatever font is available to you. You can use that. Then change to A, and then of course you can use it here. All right. So that's how you do your plate number 6. Very easy. Okay. So for your plate number 7, I will do another video how to create these two shapes or two uh, pictorial view. All right. So I will end here and continue in another video.